is I'm going to tell her, bring your arms down by your sides with the palms facing down. Palms facing down. Good. Now bring them right next to your body. Good. Now, bring your feet in hip width apart. And bring your feet just slightly closer to your tailbone. There you go. So we want the knees in line with the hips and the ankles in line with the knees for bridge. Okay? Arms should be down. Now, press your hands and the backs of the arms into the floor and activate the backs of the arms. You want them to activate their tricep. Okay? Shoulders down. Good. Now, on an inhale breath, press into your shoulders, your arms, and your feet and lift your hips up. Good. Now, if we're just, make sure the weight is in your shoulders and not in your neck. Good. Now, you can clasp your hands underneath of you and press your arms into the floor and lift your hips and your heart. Good. Now, adjustments here. I just take my knees slightly on top of their toes. I just pull. Lift your hips up. So I have her resist me almost.
The only thing about this is it can hurt your little toes.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just like guiding her because I don't want her to move her feet.
She doesn't care.
Totally dismissed it.
I did. I got off her toes. Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a cut on my toe, that's why.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Do you have any injuries this year? All right, so that's the adjustment for bridge. Just make sure they don't, because again, when you do this, you want to move their feet. So just kind of have your knees like, don't really kneel on her, but have them right there. And then just pull here, lift here, pull here. Okay, so this lengthens all of this right here. Okay, now, come on down. Spread your shoulder blades apart first. Okay, and then come on down. The other thing too is you want your students coming out of these poses slowly. So when you cue it, you're going to say, release your hands, spread your shoulder blades apart. And then turn your palms down, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Okay, so you got to train your students to come out of the poses slow. Because most of the time when people get injured, it's because they come out of the poses too quickly. Or flying out of the poses. And that's what happens. Okay, so wheel. Okay, so bring your hands underneath your shoulders, fingertips pointing towards your feet. Scoot your feet a little bit closer into your tailbone. Good. Elbows in. Now on a great big inhale, press your arms straight and come into the back bend. Good. Now she's got a beautiful wheel. How are you? You doing okay? Can you breathe?
Yes.
Okay. You all right?
Yes.
Okay, now I can move on to the next person. Okay? But for her, I want her knees more in. Good. And I want her spine more up. Walk your feet in closer to your hands. Good. There you go. She's got a really flexible lumbar. So you see how her arms, I want them a little bit more in. This is really the only adjustments I would make for her, except her knees are splaying. So I would just come and do press points right here.
Would you have her toes pointing straighter?
Yeah.
God, guys.
Yeah. Wrap it up, right?
Slow, 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 slow. Super slow.
Mary Kay, in wheel, is that weight distributed evenly between the legs
Yes.
and the hands?
Little crown.
Yeah. Because somewhere along the way, somebody, I think it was Baron Baptiste, told us to put that more weight should be in the legs. But do you think it's
No,
pretty?
it's supposed to be. It's a balance. It's a balance between hands and legs. I think. At least that's what I've been taught. Okay, now who struggles with wheel? Like has a hard time getting into it?
That looks so good.
Me, definitely.
Tricia. And then there's a couple of different ways. So lie down on your back.
I'm not going to volunteer.
Okay. So what I'm going to have Trish do is I'm going to have her grab just above my ankles. Okay, bring your feet in a little bit closer. Slide your hands just a tad higher on my legs. There you go, right there. Now really grip my legs, not like a death grip, but just grip them. Okay, now I'm going to rock my feet forward a little bit. I'm going to bring her elbows in, and I'm going to place my hands underneath her spine. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze my legs, and come on up. Walk your feet a little bit further back, and I'm clasping my hands underneath of her, and I'm just kind of cradling her. Now bring your elbows a little closer to my knees. There you go. Breathe. Can you breathe?
Not much.
Come on down. Nice and slow. Come to the crown of the head first. I'm easing her down, then slowly roll down.
It feels great. It's just hard to breathe in that position for me.
It's a little hard to breathe because your like lungs are compressed.
Doing okay?
I'm great.
Good job.
Right?
think it's also hard to resonate because you have a little bit of.
Okay, so that's a really good assist for people who struggle with wheel, or people who are afraid to do it, because a lot of times it's fear,
Yeah.
and people who are afraid to do it,
Especially with neck injuries, my neck.
yeah. And if people have neck
You
injuries,
should go do it.
it's a very physically demanding pose. So I really don't, do that a lot. But then you have people that just need help getting up. So when I got Jen, I just helped her get up. She was okay. Can you breathe? You're good. I'm good. Like that guy I told you, all he needed was help getting up. So, but people who struggle, the whole what is that? Legs thing works. Another one that works.
I think arm strength will help me as a
Of course.
stronger I get too.
Okay, so Sam, come over here.
You don't have much of it.
Bring your sliding mat over here.
She's a Gumby. She's a Gumby.
See, this is a nice deal because this has a little lip here.
Yeah.
For the blocks.
Oh, good.
Get my best ride, right?
Lie down on your back. Facing over your head facing the wall. Now you're going to reach your hands back and place your hands on the blocks with your fingers pointing towards your feet. The head goes right in between the blocks. You spread your fingers a little wider. Scoot your feet a little closer to your tailbone. Knees are hip width apart. Try to keep your knees just right here, okay? Now on 1, 2, 3, you're going to press your hands in the butt. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I heard that. Can you breathe?
Just about.
All right, take one more deep breath for me.
I can't.
And then exhale, come on down, nice and slow, real slow. I'm easing her down.
No room to breathe.
Feels good though, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Good?
Yeah, that was good.
Isn't it good to roll your knees back and forth, right? Isn't it?
In wheel?
After wheel.
Oh, yeah, you should take gentle spinal twists.
Yeah.
Either windshield wipers or gentle spinal
Right.
twist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So assists. If they're just need help getting up, I always just kind of remember, bend your knees. Bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. Can't say enough. And you just